Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
What?
Hey, y'all. Oh, it's starting already.
We get started off like that. Like.
It's starting already. Oh, my gosh. Let me go.
Hey, y'all.
I really want to know. Brooke, answer for the people.
What they say? Is you finished or is you next? Or is you
you
done?
finished or
Finish,
you
you
done?
done. Finish,
Finish
you
or you
done.
done?
You finished.
That was
you-
baby's
That was baby.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, is you finished or is you done? Like, you got, it's one option. I'm gonna make it look like you got some options, but it's only one.
It's only one. You finishing?
Hey everybody, we is live.
Hey, everybody.
My phone
is
is
live.
messing up.
Because my gamma
is-
said,
we is live.
that meme that was going, my gamma.
Your signal is signaling.
Signal
Yes, it is. I'm like-
signaling out of this world. The signal.
Hey, everybody. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Pride.
Yes, it is
Happy
Pride
Pride.
in Detroit.
Pride.
Pride weekend is in Detroit this weekend.
We're
Yes.
happy.
Yes.
Yes, turn up.
Turn up for what?
For all my
Pride.
All right, morning check-in. Brooke, you first.
Afternoon
You went last
check-in.
No,
week.
I'm straight.
Afternoon check-in.
Second
Tell the people how you
afternoon.
been.
Come on,
How
Mark.
you
How you
been? How you
feeling?
doing?
shit,
Nobody
I'm
don't
good.
wanna.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
great.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
Same old shit.
gravy.
Busy toilet.
Ooh.
Staying busy.
What color the toilet is
different
this
toilet?
time?
Sugar, honey, iced tea. Sugar, honey,
Shit in
iced
different
tea.
toilets every time. Like, what's the color of the toilet?
No, it's probably the same
That's
color.
one of them
just a
top
different
buttons,
toilet.
or it's the one that's the flush on the side.
It's the same-
Like, it's a
it's
high
the
flow,
same
low flow.
model, but it's just a different toilet.
High flow, low
Okay.
flow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Same model toilet, just
Okay.
different. Okay. One clean, one dirty.
Should I say same chick, different makeup? I got a bunch of them.
It'd be a different chick then.
You
Different
know,
makeup.
same chick, different makeup.
Different makeup, but
Good.
she be different, come a different personality.
I never
right?
knew different makeup. I do change my wig. Same
Well,
chick,
same
different
chick,
wig.
Change different
Different
shapes, different wig.
Same chick, different wig.
Well, I can go. I had a good week. I had a really good week.
Yes,
Yeah.
how was your week?
Yeah. My baby birthday was this week.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
My birthday was this week. That's the day I gave birth.
Okay, that's the day you
My
became
birthday.
a mama.
Yeah.
That's my
Let's go.
birthday.
Yeah.
So he turned 7.
Big boy.
And we partied yesterday. Had a party yesterday. I walked through the backyard. I was like, it looked like a party
party.
that was had. Oh my God. I'm like, no,
It'll
just,
always
it's
be
another
like
day.
the next day after a party you realize like you didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like when you gotta clean up and you be
Yeah.
like, what
It's
the
not too
fuck?
bad. His dad, Elmer is an active straightener. As you like go, if you never notice him, notice him. He's always picking up something. He's always gathering something. So, so it's not as bad, but it does look like a party happened in the backyard.
It
We
did.
had a
Them kids
time.
party.
Yeah, it
We
was
had a
fun.
time.
It was
We had a
fun.
They did karaoke, y'all.
Yeah. You got that picture of that
I sent
Elmer.
it to you.
The
Yeah,
video?
Both
a
videos.
video. Okay, both of them doing the karaoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it was a good time. I had a good week. I'm still transitioning in this space with work and trying to get used to not being fully busy all the time, clients back to back, and trying to use that free time to kind of like build up on my other things that I've been wanting to do. I should be writing my book. That's what I should be doing, but
Period.
my week was good though. It was good. I'm glad the summertime is coming and it's here. I'm outside barefoot. I'm
naked.
Yesterday,
yeah.
it did not give that. It was raining.
Little to no clothes.
It was raining at the end of the day though. It rained toward the end of the day.
Yeah.
That
They
later
still was
day.
outside.
Yeah.
That ain't stopped
wasn't off.
shit.
Yeah.
Who was
Them,
they?
them kids.
The
kids.
Them
outside. And they had the nerve to be outside with water guns.
Yes.
Yeah, they come like, can we use the water
I
guns in
ended
the
up
house?
making them putting it down because it's like they was arguing. They wanted the little small one. It was a real small water gun. Everybody
They
had
say ain't
big
nothing
ones,
in there.
and they couldn't argue. They couldn't get it together about sharing a water gun. So I was like, yeah, everybody just put them down. Like
They
you
was
can't,
sick.
you can't figure it out. Like
They was
shit, put
sick.
it down. Nobody get a gun now.
Nobody
It
get a
was sick.
gun.
Nobody.
Let me
Well,
see.
my week was cool.
I got to see Blue today.
Yeah.
I had to give him away Tuesday. Unfortunately, due to some unfortunate circumstances, but I got to see him today, and he just looks so good. He looks so happy. So happy. My niece graduation. Shout out to Lourdes. Congratulations to you, baby. Graduated from UPA. Yeah. And then right after that, I have my daughter's graduation.
Yeah,
you know, I had to make sure I go. Yes, she's going to the 6th grade, y'all. I cried like a baby.
Middle schooler.
Yes, why? Why did you gotta grow up? That's all I kept saying. Like, no, stay my baby forever. But other than that, you know, my week has been smooth. I've been maintaining. Keep smiling. You know, that's all I could do.
Keep smiling. Yeah, my goddaughter graduated from 8th grade. Promotion ceremony, 8th grade. She's going to high school.
Yeah.
That was this week. That was on my baby's birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, kids getting old.
My week was pretty cool. Work was getting a lot better. We got a new management. She's like, she don't take no shit. She don't, you know, and she don't show favoritism, and it is what it is for her, and I like that. Like she had said, like, I'm a little mini her, like, cause I don't take no shit either, but you know, but just being able to like learn up under somebody who, like, you got properties, you know what I'm saying? You just not your only property, you're on multiple properties. So to be there and to take in all of that and to grow, like, I like that, right? So like the work is excellent. Like now I can just tap into what it is that I need to do, and I'm doing 2 jobs, and so it's a lot better. Other than that, I really just relaxed. I've been lately, I don't know what it is this year, I've been tired. I can't shake ass every day. I found that out. I'm about to be 35 years old. So shit that, you know, being in the streets every day is not fun. It's not appealing. You know, I want to be called over and play some cards. We played some cards yesterday. Sitting down, whooping Brooke's ass.
First off, I was talking and we was on team.
I whooped that ass.
Y'all motherfuckers only made 2
she got on my team. You know, I ran a flight. You know?
I
ran a flight. You know,
it's always that one hater.
When you run a flight, people cannot talk. You know, you didn't even make board, but it's okay.
Y'all did not make board.
I beat that ass.
Here she go.
You know, I played some spades, and you know, my real card players. And so this weekend was really relaxed. We went to this new bar yesterday. It was okay. The men are really aggressive.
Oh, that was animals.
They are really like, they can't take no, or, you know, they get offended or they get turned down. And I would say that's my only thing about the club. And then the music is,
It just wasn't it wasn't
that was that type of bar.
I think it was a vibe. It was a good vibe for the people that were there.
Yeah.
Like what type of place
and then it seemed like regulars. It
Yeah,
seemed like
it seemed
that's
like
a regular bar. And so it was something like that. So it was something I would never attend again. But it was...
So it's I ain't going back.
I am
it's
not
all right.
going back.
I'm never going back. But other than that, my weekend was pretty chill. Chill.
Yeah, I just my thing is the DJ was like
garbage.
Yeah, it was just like choose a song.
It wasn't no rhythm. It was no
like
flow.
Order, and
no,
it wasn't
like
it just went from Drake to Rihanna to Lil Wayne.
Or Sada Baby.
And then you get up as a hustle.
Yeah,
like, let me get to Tamia. Like, what are you doing?
We couldn't even make it to the dance floor before you changed your song.
You know, it's like, I didn't like it, but you know,
to playing the music that he want to hear.
Yeah, to each his own. Like my thing is,
the people in there wanted to hear that too.
Yeah, they
was on the floor.
So he knew his crowd.
Yeah, he knew his crowd.
He knew his crowd, but he didn't. He don't go off energy and vibes. You know, it's not one of those DJs.
It was regular. It was a regular bar. It was a regular bar for his regulars.
I like a DJ who can feel the vibes of the people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that was the vibe.
That was the vibe. It was the vibe of
there all the time.
That wasn't the vibe.
That wasn't my vibe. I was giving off.
I want him to feel the vibe of me.
Yeah. In a bar full of about 50, 60 people. Yeah. He's supposed to feel it.
Yeah, you feel me.
I walked in.
When I walked in, I felt everybody energy. Like, that's just me. I feel energy. So I can feel, you know, negative or positive. I feel that. And I wish there is DJs who feel it too. You know, change the fucking song. You know, I'm tired.
They getting rowdy in this motherfucker.
I'm saying?
Slow
I'm
it
tired
down.
of Blade, Icewood, and all that. Man, come on, play me some shit.
He did play Blade too. He did.
Yeah,
he sure did. That's what I'm saying. it's East Side shit.
It was the East Side experience. Yeah.
I fucks with the East Side.
Yeah, I'm an East Side girl, but
yeah.
I am tired of East Side music. Like, I can't listen to rap like that no more. It like makes me like
Angry.
It's just
You saying it's vexing.
yeah,
That's what you
it
say.
be vexing my spirit.
Vexing my
like
spirit.
I can be okay, and then the words or whatever. Now I want to go shoot up, bang bang. Now I'm ready to go pull up. Like I don't like that. But music is like that. I don't want to go deep, but everybody know about music.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
get it.
you don't want that in your spirit. That's not
Yeah.
something that's invited.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the uninvited. It is.
Let's talk about it.
Let's get into it. Hey y'all watching. Hey mommy.
Hey everybody.
Hey. What's up? All right, so our topic today is the uninvited. The uninvited. Let's marinate on that for a second and what that.
And don't take it so literal.
We just gonna think about the things that like comes up for you, like when we talk about things that are uninvited.
Feelings, emotions,
people. So we had started that conversation out with talking about overstaying your welcome. Right, like when you've got to a point, or if there's relationships that seem like have outgrown the welcome, they've like ran its course and we're still holding on to them.
Or are you aware that you may be in a space where you are the uninvited? You overstayed your welcome. Are you? How is your awareness in that, knowing when you overstayed your welcome as well, or when you are the uninvited?
Yeah. I've been in a space like that. I've been in where relationships it's been hold on too long, and I'm holding on to them for no good reason other than they were relationships that I had, and they been around a long time, or I just wanted to work out kind of thing. But in the end, it just like hurt me more just to hold on to like what was no longer needed or what was no longer invited in my space. That was like a relationship that like worked for me before, but it doesn't work for me now. All right. And sometimes like letting go of those ones, it hurts sometimes, with that. Sometimes it's a push to be like, no, just release this. And then it's a relief after doing that. Have you guys ever had any relationships like that? Like where? Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's life.
Yeah.
Was it this podcast I was talking about where you reach a crossroads where it's like you got this cancer on you and you got to make a choice?
We was
to cut
talking about
it
that
off
last
or-
week, cutting it off.
Yeah, like that's exactly what I was talking about. It was like sometimes, well, I ain't gonna say sometimes, but yeah, it's been people that I've reached that point with where it's just like, damn, I done developed this superficial attachment to you. You know what I'm saying? That there's not really, they ain't really got no value. You know what I mean? It's just like the idea of what I want you to be for me or to you, but then it's like you're not living up to that. You're not honoring that. You know what I'm saying? So now I got to make a decision to cutting you off, which is gonna hurt me essentially, or hurt myself by keeping you around and letting you drag me down.
Yeah, I've been in those situations to where it's always been like I see you and I end it. Like I see who you really are and then I end it.
Oh, so it don't stay too long. So you don't get a chance. It doesn't.
No,
get a chance
I don't get a chance to make it
welcome.
Yeah, because I end it. Like I was saying, as far as like me feeling uninvited, I can't say that with nobody like romantically or like associates or anything. Like even with my own family, I've never felt unwanted or uninvited from them.
Okay.
But it came from like if anybody, it's my mom. Is when I was like, oh, that's that I'm unwanted feeling. That's that the feeling of not her physically or verbally saying it, but her actions was like, okay, I'm used to all boys. I don't know what this little girl doing here. So listen, you just gonna have to fall in with these little boys. So it wasn't like that. It was
So not feeling like belonging in that space, I
can agree with like how you feeling like not belonging in the space. Come from everybody have two separate sides to the family, mom and their dad's side. And so growing up, I was with my dad's side, right? And I always wanted to be with my mom. And I couldn't understand for the life of me, like, why is she keeping my other siblings? My mom had 5 kids. All the other 4 stayed with her, while I'm the only one with my dad. Growing up now, I see like she felt that my dad was better, to raise me. Like I said, he looked good on paper. And so she felt that he was better to raise me, I guess, more so he can help more. I was a bad kid, you know, I was fighting my attitude. It was bad. And so I was a lot to deal with. And so dealing with that, I felt very unwanted. Like, okay, what is it about me, you know, that she doesn't want? You know, why can't she deal with me? You know, why she keep the other four, not me? And so I had those feelings on my mom's side. And then going to my dad's side, being in the only one in the house who has a different mom. You know, all the other kids have the same mom. I'm the only one, you know what I'm saying, out of the family who has a different mom. Even though my stepmom, I love you, like, has always been there. You know, she's been in my life since I was 1 year old. But it was always like, I want my mom, you know, seeing them interact with their mom and everything. And so kind of felt uninvited in that sense. Not that she made me feel uninvited or anything. It was just my personal thoughts. Because it's like, I know, you know, these are your kids. They're all in your house. You know what I'm saying? How you interact, how you talk to them. And sometimes I felt like I was treated a certain way because I wasn't yours. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not yours. And, you know, those are just feelings and growing pains growing up. But as an adult, I can see why. You know, I can understand some things. You know, I still have those feelings. But I know those emotions and stuff is uninvited. I'm not trying to invite. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to harbor on those feelings and those emotions. You know, they're uninvited because I don't choose. I don't believe it, but I still feel those feelings. You know?
Yeah. And then when it comes to like feelings, I feel like that's something like people intentions can be completely opposite of how they make you feel.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and even being in uninvited when it comes to a family event, like I think we were talking about it,
in fact,
like people inviting and
certain
you know what I'm
family
saying?
members.
Yeah, it's like, even though like I know my one friend Marty, I know I'm not uninvited, but she's not one to call everybody, hey, pull up. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things like, hey, what you doing? Oh, I'm over here. Oh, I'm about to pull up. So, you know, when it comes to uninvited, I feel like that falls in play with people's opinions too. Because everybody's their own person. So if I sit and tell, you know what I'm saying, situation like, for example, I'm venting. Sometimes when you vent, you don't need an opinion. I'm not asking for you to respond. I'm not asking. I'm venting. I'm just getting it out. So that opinion is just like,
Yeah, but do you say that to the person when you communicate, like, what you need to say? I just need this space to just to vent, and I don't need anything else. Okay.
Yeah, because it's like I always be quick. Like, I just need to talk quick.
Yeah.
I'm quick to say that. Like, I just need to talk, and then I start spilling.
Yeah, I think a part of like that uninvited state piece is that sometimes people just don't have an awareness of it, like awareness of like, oh, this isn't what you need, or even having an awareness of, even if it's a relationship, some people you might not have awareness like, hey, I'm not even actually wanted, you know, in this space, or this relationship, you know, isn't working out, because a lot of times we're not communicating things, we're not speaking up and saying, hey, you need to go, like, you know, you need to get out of here, but we continue on with things, you know, to save face, or it's comfortable, or to avoid conflict, you know, in that space. Yeah.
And being in that uninvited and that realm, is very uncomfortable. It's very
to feel that way, because you both said that, like, being you felt that like not belonging. So, but Brooke, you also said that you've never, outside of that space, you've never felt like uninvited. Do you feel like not feeling belonging in that early childhood space affects how you interact in relationships and how long you choose to stay or not?
I feel like it do. You know, I feel like it play a major part, only because that time with my mom, I didn't have an option. I didn't have a choice. So I had to sit in those emotions and feeling, you know, uninvited, or feeling like, okay, I'm the only girl and this is what makes me different, not in a good way, but a bad way. That was my thought on it. So now, as I got older, now I'm able to choose. So if you give me a feeling, I'm going to trust you 100%. All right. But if you give me any point up to where it's, because it's not even like you have to do what I say or nothing. It's about communication. If I feel like that's something you don't have, and I'm trying, you know, like the whole no second chances, I give it a window to try. That's the whole purpose. I give it that window to get your opinion, like, what you think, what can I fix, what can I do to make you feel more comfortable, and then I express myself. If it's nowhere we can go, then it's to me, it's a hand wash. Like when it comes to friends that have you had their back, or anybody, you've been there for them and they show you them, it's like, what am I going to keep?
You just a one time need to be shown person, like,
because I mean, at the end of the day, if I trust you with something, if you say, hey, can I hold 20? All right. But then you steal 20. It's like, I don't want to fuck with you. Like, why?
Or you didn't get the 20 back with me.
Run me my 20.
But not with me. I don't easily cut off. I get,
You
like,
hold on too long.
Yeah, that's my problem. I hold on and I hold on and I hold on. I harbor these feelings. I harbor these emotions until I can't. And so my problem, and where I even show up as the uninvited, is when my temperament comes out or my attitude come out. You know, it's even uninvited for me. And so a lot of times I show up as that because I took in too much. I didn't let go. I didn't stop it. I didn't cease the shit when I seen it, and I continued, you know. And so that becomes my problem, is when to let shit go. Like, I'm just now still dealing with stuff from my childhood that I'm letting go day by day. But it's not easy. We talked about last week how to clip things when stuff is looking dead, and, you know, the maintenance on that. And it's just like, nah, I'm doing the maintenance.
Yeah.
Right? But after years and years and years of doing the same thing, it's hard, you know. Hard habits are hard to break, you know.
And you know what I find too? It's like the level of the violation matters too. You know what I'm saying? Not only the level of the violation, but how close proximity that person is to you, right? Because a small violation from somebody who is not close to you is like, oh,
Don't affect you that much.
But a small violation to somebody that's close to you, it's like, oh yeah, like I gotta push you out now.
Little step by step. I can't just cut it, right? And so that's my problem. I have relationships now that should have been dead, should have been cut, should have been clipped, but I'm steady grooming the tree, or maybe it'll grow back full, trying to figure out how to bring this back to life instead of just cutting it off. You know, that's my issue. And then by the time I'm ready to cut it off, now it's a problem, because it's going to be a blowout. It's going to be,
it's a dead tree at that point.
Yeah, it's dead, and then it's like my actions, you know, it's not going to be good because I'm fed up. And I'm trying to find the balance. Like I told y'all, I'm trying to find steps through to 9. You know, I go from 1 to 10, but I've been trying. I've been working on it, and I'm aware. You know what I'm saying? I'm aware of myself. I'm aware of how I react. And so I try not to let things into my space that's going to trigger me or trigger any unwanted emotion. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my thing. If there are my emotions, I have the right to feel how I want, but I'm learning how to
control them.
Control it.
You
know, because
display them.
I don't
in your
have
actions.
to display it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm mad, you don't have to look at me like, damn, she mad. Because my emotions, the looks on my face, you can tell exactly how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that.
She
sometimes.
can't whisper.
Can't whisper.
No.
So you pushing down and being in that space where like you said, you grooming this dead tree. You're not speaking, but you like begrudgingly grooming this dead tree until it explodes. And then now, instead of this person just being this uninvited thing, the behaviors that you have are also uninvited,
so
right?
you
Like
just
things
got
that
this
you,
big ass mess. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm running into, like the uninvited. I don't like that part of me, and then this person is uninvited, and I'm steady trying to make it invited. Like, what is it? Let me in. You know what I'm saying? Let me in. You know what I'm steady trying to let them in.
Yeah.
And it's not meant. You know, I'm steady trying, like the tree been dead. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no leaves on this bitch. This
Motherfucker,
no dead trees.
Motherfucker turned to ash.
It's a log on the ground. It's cut up. It been used for firewood. It's just still trying to water it.
It's a warm house.
I guess earlier last week too, I was telling y'all that my family had came into town. And I didn't get a call. I didn't get nothing. I told y'all I wasn't going to say anything. I think the day they left, I ended up saying something on Facebook. Like, motherfuckers came to town and didn't, you know, say shit. Like, one of my sister responded, like, you know, sometimes, well, I guess when she tried to reach out to me, I'm unavailable, so she wasted her time on God. That made me feel some type of way. Like, what do you mean you wasted? So I was a waste of time. Then the other sister felt like I wasn't there emotionally, or I didn't fly out physically when she was going through cancer. And I'm like, I was dealing with it too. I was talking to y'all about it, right? So it was like, it was scuss. I didn't know how much energy was required from me to, like, I couldn't take that, you know, I couldn't hold that, but you had the whole world there to support you. I did what I could, you know. I text. At the time I was going through something here personally where I couldn't just get up and get on the plane, but that's understandable. Those feelings and emotions that both of them had was understandable. You know, it was uninvited because I didn't want to hear that, you know what I'm saying? I felt uninvited because y'all didn't want to see me, you know. So I ended up talking to my mom, and I told her, like, yeah, my feelings was hurt. You know, she apologized and said next time she'll come out, and I was like, okay, that was something I never done done was be honest and like actually let her know like I was hurt, because a lot of times I act like I don't give a fuck.
Sure
Yeah,
do be acting.
baby.
like-
Listen, tough cookie, okay?
She a marshmallow.
Tough on the inside.
Cookie on the
Like, I
outside.
be like,
One
I
little
can-
fried marshmallow, like the s'mores. It be like a little crunchy on the outside, but the gooey is gooey
Yes.
on the inside.
I'm so quick to be like, I don't give a fuck, but girl be really giving a fuck, and
Yeah.
shit really hurts me, you know. And because it's like if I feel somebody close, and if I call somebody a friend, or if I consider somebody family, it's an emotional attachment, right? And so them not seeing me really affected me. It was like, wow, like what is it that I did, or what is it that I said? What's the issue with not coming to see me, you know? And so those emotions, those feelings were uninvited. I was harboring on it, and the more I thought about it, I exploded. So I was like, motherfuckers, you know, when I could have just picked up the phone, like, hey, I was really hurt that you didn't come here and see me, and I feel such and such, such and such.
Right.
You know, I could have did it a different way. I could have got a different response. You right? So the way that I did it, response that I gave was uninvited. I didn't. What do you mean a waste of time? It could have went a whole different argument, you know, because my sister a hothead like me, you know, so I was just blocked it. Like, I'm not about to entertain that, you know, because I'm going to say something slick. You going to say something slick. We about to be two slick motherfuckers.
Sliding
and what
around.
that's going to do? You know, what is it going to solve, you know? And so
Nothing.
I just left it alone. But I did speak with my mom, and I told her I was hurt, you know, and I had addressed it. Like, I couldn't push these feelings down. I couldn't ignore it because it was building up. It was causing a bigger issue than what the issue really was.
Sometimes all it takes is a conversation, right? Sometimes it's a level of misunderstanding on both sides for whatever reason. It just needs to be ironed out.
That's a lot of times that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to especially family, you know, a lot of people, you know, everybody have their own lives, right?
Yeah.
But everybody don't respect your life. So it's like, you know, of course we're going to have to go halfway, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm reaching out to you, you know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know I'm thinking of you.
Yeah.
So that's me telling you I can't fly or I can't do nothing, but I'm thinking of you. So you here with me in my spirit and my heart. But then when it comes to me, you know, like I'm always wanted because you know, around because I'm always needed. They know I'm the one. I'm always wanted because it's like, oh yeah, you gonna bring something. You gonna bring something. Your energy by itself is gonna bring something. So it's like wanting me for me. It's, you know, I guess that could be as far as like my way of being
It
uninvited.
sounds like it.
Yeah,
because
pockets are invited.
It sounds like pieces.
Yeah,
It's like
I guess that
a piece
could
of
be
you
invited.
invited.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Pieces
what
of me.
happens if you don't bring that energy? What happens if you don't have all of that to give? Like, are you still wanted around? And I think that's where my space comes for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's like people just wanting those pieces of like what I can bring, what I can offer, you know, what I can do for you. And if I don't show up in that space to be able to do that, then you don't. I don't hear you. You know, and I'm an energy person as well. I'm an empath. I can tell. I know when someone is lying. And so, like, yeah, you can feed me whatever you want to feed me, but I know, I also know in about, you know, 3, 2, 1 seconds, this relationship is going to be over. You've already decided, or you already have, like, you know, an opinion about something. And I think the other part of, like, the uninvited is what we were talking about is, like, being able to release and, like, let go of things. And a big thing that, you know, I had to work on in letting go is, like, opinions and perceptions of another person. Right, and not trying to mold and fit, like, you know, what their perceptions are, trying to be nice or trying to be, you know, make sure that they feel good and that they feel comfortable. I had to release that. I had to be okay with, you know, having people, you just uncomfortable with me. That's okay. You don't just don't like, not being a people pleaser. Yeah, most definitely.
Because being a people pleaser is that's your goal. You know what I'm saying? It can hurt me so much to put my hand out, but because I want to make you happy, I'm putting my hand out. And then at some moment you have to. That's when it comes to like that emotionally being controlled, is you have to know when to be like, I don't care. I was telling somebody that today. I'm like, you know, it's a point in time where you don't care what people think about you, baby, because it's like at the end of the day it's you. You know, I got people that love me, and I'm pretty sure I got people that hate me, whatever, but guess what? I'm gonna wake up every day and I will still be myself. Now when you go to pretend to be somebody else and then people don't like who you really are, you can't be mad at them.
I feel like I just
I'd be
started
hated for who I am than love for who I'm not.
right. I just started showing up in spaces where I am my full self. Right. For a while, a lot of times I would show up the place like, well, I ain't gonna say this, or I ain't gonna drink too much, or I ain't gonna smoke around these people because of their views, or because they don't like it, or what they may think. And so I'm always, well, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna wear this because this person might say this, or I'm not gonna be me, you know what I'm saying, because this person has a problem with me being me fully. And so I'm just not getting in the space where it's like, I don't give a fuck, right? And when I say I don't give a fuck, y'all, I really mean I'm not giving a fuck, right? So if it's like, if I'm not emotionally attached to a person or a thing or an item, it's easy for me now to just to be like, fuck it, right? Because now it's like, I want to show up as myself all the time. And so, you know, this is me. And when I'm coming, you don't expect anything outside of this, right?
Yeah.
And so I had to tell myself, like, if I keep changing for them, how would they know who I really am? How can I show them would I truly be accepted? You know what I'm saying? For I am. So it's like, now it's like, I don't care. You know, oh, she this and oh, she that. Okay, I accept that, right? I accept that, but I still don't care to change.
Yeah.
You know,
because
uninvited.
even if you show up as your whole like full self, people still take pieces.
Yeah.
People.
I
still
like
be
her because of this piece.
Yeah.
Or because
And
she
that's all they
brings
have in
this.
their mind,
You know?
yeah.
I got associates that only hang out with me while I'm clubbing. Like, oh, you ready to go turn some ass? Call me. Like, come on. Like, wait, my kid got a birthday party. Like, what's up?
I
Like,
want to come
we
to the
hang
birthday.
out?
Like, we only shake ass partners.
Do you still have that in your space? So like, if people are like that, are you still clubbing with those people? Or?
No. I can honestly say that.
Yeah, because
I have
like,
not.
No, like I ain't seen.
I have not. Everybody in my circle right now is wonderful, and I'm at peace because I can be who I am. I can go twerk with them. I can cry with them. I could pray. I could do whatever I can, like all together. So it's not you just taking this piece of me. You have all of it.
Yeah.
So
it's some people to take like relationship for granted or not for granted. They feel like they should be like in this invited space. Like, and what just reminded me yesterday. One of my baby's older uncles, family member, and asked my baby, like, you know who I am? You don't remember me? You remember me? You know who I am? My baby was like, nah.
how you mad?
And he like, that's a shame. Then he don't know who I am.
I said that to you, like, why would that dog? I think I said to the book, I said, why would it? Because I heard a response, and I said, adults need to understand, like, kids are brutally honest.
Baby, she
like,
said that to everybody, okay?
Yeah. I said, like, why would you ask this baby, like, if he remember you?
No.
And then you mad about his response. No, he don't remember your
When the last time you came around? You ain't even been around. What you talking about?
Like, why would he ask that baby that? And Amber was like, no.
Why you upset about that?
I'm your Uncle Mike. Okay, he don't know you.
Sorry, Uncle Mike. I know you.
Don't know who you are. Like,
no.
And I said that to him. Like, he don't know you. Like, when the last time you been over here? What you mean? Like, he just supposed to automatically? You think we sitting up here like?
That's your
Let
uncle.
me tell you, going through the pictures like this is your uncle. Like, remember him?
Point out your uncle.
Like,
there we go.
That's your uncle. Like, no, anybody's doing that. You don't invest any time. Why do you expect to reap the benefits of anything in this relationship? And that was the other thing, in regards to like uninvited relationships for me. It was like lack of investment actually in this relationship, but expecting like to get
100%
out of it.
Yeah.
Even for myself too, on my end as well, like me not investing in certain relationships and still like trying to get the fullness of a relationship out of it, and I hadn't been invested, and that's because I did have like feelings that like this is not working, or I actually really don't want it, but I'm holding on to it because it's something to hold on to.
Like the conversation I had with my mom when I called her, and I was like, I can't just put it all on you because the phone works two ways. The conversation worked two ways. So just as well as I expected you guys to contact me when you got here, I could have contacted you. Hey, I want to see you.
Yeah.
Hey, I know y'all in town. Let's make some type of arrangements, like come up with something so I can see you. Like I could have voiced that I wanted to see them. I could have voiced, you know what I'm saying, that I missed them. And I could have voiced to them that I was hurt that they didn't, And so
I'm glad you softened on that, because we were just that podcast the other day. I was like, call them. I was like, won't you call them and let them know that you want to see them? Like, you want
fuck it,
He was
right?
like, nope, I'm not that type of person. I ain't doing
And listen,
that.
but baby,
But yeah,
growing.
growth. Yeah, I love
But
it.
so I'm like, when I had a conversation with her, I said that. I said, I apologize. I was a little short because I was texting her. I was at work and I was being short. You know when you being short with somebody. And I was like, it's just because I was in my feelings. My feelings was hurt. I was in my feelings, so I put this guard up.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck. But I do. And I want you to know I give a fuck. My feelings was hurt. I had to have that
Like, now I'm
conversation
putting
and
it-
be
I love
aware.
it.
You know what I'm saying? That it's hurting. So now I'm trying to walk into like being honest about my feelings and even though somebody may not want to hear it, or if I come up may seem soft, but it's like if I'm telling and trying to talk to you and telling you how I'm feeling about something, it's mean I'm really caring before we have a big old blowout.
That's you just confirming you being honest about how you feel. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to trying to act like it's not.
It's okay, it's not okay. It wasn't. It wasn't okay. I was hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's not okay, right? So if I'm telling somebody I don't give a fuck and I'm showing that I'm okay and I'm not, how do they supposed to know? They gonna think like it is. Oh well, she
How
okay.
they gonna respond? How they gonna fix the problem?
And so it's like the response I told you, the response that I got was uninvited because my response was uninvited. They didn't want to hear it, they didn't want to see it, and I could have went about things a different way. That's part with growing. So in the space now, it's just like I want to be honest. If I'm feeling any certain way in the beginning, to say something, because if I wait weeks or months or days later and not
give them
say
an
something,
option to fix it. You give them an option to
by letting them know
correct it.
early,
Yeah.
because when it's too late for me, and I'm tired of losing relationships or being viewed or something because I didn't give it an opportunity. I didn't talk and I just lashed out. And so it's like I'm just trying to learn the steps before I get to lashing.
Yeah.
Before I want to beat your ass,
Before she
I
got to the ass, I tried to talk
I tried talking before I
talking.
beat you.
I said
I
so
did
before
too.
I beat
I didn't
your
just
ass.
beat your ass.
So,
right?
okay, quick question with y'all though. When someone is uninvited, right, in the midst of that, when do you tell them? How do you tell them when it's not in a more, I don't want to say like a disrespectful way? Like, how do you tell them
That the relationship is over, or the like?
I mean, just in general, because it don't have to be romantic anything. Like,
I'm saying
even when
I'm not
comes
talking about
to-
just romantic.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about relationship. Like when it's over.
Or when it's too much.
You said, how do you tell them? I believe you just got to rip the Band-Aid off and just tell them, right? I don't think it need to be pacified. I don't think it need to be dummied down. I think it need to be straightforward. I think a reasoning as to why the relationship is ending. A why, you know what I'm saying, as to why the relationship is ending. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need. You give them that closure and then be like, I don't feel like this is adding to me. I feel like it's taking more than it is. I don't feel like you're pouring anything into me. I don't feel like I can grow. I don't feel like I can learn from you. I have to let you go. And I feel like if they don't respect that, they shouldn't have been there in the first place. Because if somebody, for them to respect it, or a grown person or somebody receiving that would take in that information and try to fix it. If they respect it or value your friendship or value you as a person and wanted to keep you in their life, when you tell them, hey, this is not working for me, or I don't like this, if give them a chance to fix it. If it don't get fixed, then cut them off. But I feel like allowing them the space and letting them know this is exactly what's going on. This is how I feel. This is my stance. If it ain't changing, then it's done. I just feel like it needs to be ripped off.
Girl, you saying that like you know.
I be doing it.
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to tell myself. This is what I'm telling myself, right?
That's what you tell yourself.
Because I told y'all I'm holding on to shit that I'm supposed to been like cut off.
I don't feel like I
right?
ever had that actual opportunity to completely cut somebody off like that. Like, it's always been something humongous to where I just had to. So I've never had it to where, like, when it comes to friendships, even when it comes to romantic relationships I was in, we had to end it. My daughter's father, boom, it was an end. It wasn't it couldn't. I wasn't. I guess because I'm not open to that part. I think at that moment I think it's like I put a limit, and it's like, oh, you passed that limit, I'm done.
Yeah.
Me, I don't. It just be harboring until it ends in a big.
So I was able to release and like communicate a end like where I hadn't been able before, because other endings have come, because it was like it was time, and like if I didn't do it, the universe did it. Like something happened and did it for me, right? And but recently I was able to like be able to communicate and be like, you know, like no, I don't think, I don't think this will work. I said, you know, I'm not interested in continuing a relationship, you know, in this way. You know, there's no hard feelings or anything. If we see each other, we can be cordial with one another. If we could dance even if you want to, but I don't think we can go any further to where we were or what we were, you know, before. And that was the first time I've ever like communicated, and it felt good. I think on the end too, for that individual, I can only say from like just from, you know, the text message, I felt like that it also created like space for that person as well to be able to acknowledge those things. Like, yeah, like I understand this is what you want, but this is where I am. Yeah. And I think the response of it, you know, how it played out was even healthy. It was like, okay, wish you well, see you, want to see you, whatever kind of thing. And I think that, you know, it is like a easier said than done thing, especially, you know, because not everybody's gonna respond the same way. You know, conflict may ensue. You know,
I've been a ghoster. I ghost people.
Ooh, I don't like no ghosts.
I just stopped responding.
I don't like no ghosts.
I used to ghost people.
I shut down too.
Yeah, I don't like no ghosts.
Like, I don't think I never told nobody, like, I don't want to be your friend no more. I either just stopped coming around. I stopped calling. You know what I'm saying? I don't show up as me no more. And then they feel it.
Yeah,
so,
no,
like, my thing is, you're going to feel that I'm not your friend no more. You know, I'm not going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to wake up like, damn, she used to come over here every week.
My thing is it goes straight to I don't fuck with you, bitch. I'm beating your ass at some point.
So
I don't have that time to be like, yeah.
So where did that come in play? Because you mentioned earlier, Brooke, you was like people's, you know, intentions are different. Could be totally opposite of what your feelings are. And so if you like, you ghosted somebody because you felt, you know, whatever energy, and that wasn't. I
ghosted because it was just done. it was done. Like, you know, a lot of people that I ghosted was guys that I was talking to. Okay. It was just like I didn't feel like it was deserved another conversation because something ignorant was said. Like last night, dude say, "Oh, I can't wait till tomorrow. I'm about to get fresh and put on my bling." Girl. And she like.
He said bling. He said. I thought you said iced out. He said bling.
Iced out.
Yeah.
And I'm be iced out and stuff, and she just listened, and I was just like, something like that. I'm not talking to you. I'm not having no conversation with you, cause what is the point? I'm sorry, you a grown ass man. I just feel like certain things, like I'm a grown ass woman. I'm not finna sit up here and just say I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, for people, I think for people like I don't think as far as like anything's for like people like that's a person you met that same night. Like
it's just, but for that's
people,
what I mean.
But people like you know that there has been like you've been talking and like you know, and then all of a sudden just a shift, a change, and then they just ghost. Like
no. So what I will say, but prior to the ghosting part, I mean, I communicate. So when we converse and we talk, I say things like, for example, spaghetti. I'm cooking, you say I don't like spaghetti. How many times you gotta say you don't like spaghetti? You come over and I'm like, oh, I'm making spaghetti for you. So it's like I shouldn't have to keep repeating. Yeah. No, it's done. Like that's literally what it is.
It's done. You keep making that damn spaghetti. I don't want no spaghetti.
I don't want it. I'm about to go get me some Alfredo.
I'm not there yet. I'm telling y'all what I want to do, right? But the space that I'm in, I don't say anything. Right. And so I just let it go like everything is cool until it's not. And then when it's not, it's big now. It's not as small as it was. It's all these things because now it's months and months of not saying nothing. It's years and years of not telling you ain't shit. It's years and years of not ending this, right? And so it always a conflict. It ends in conflict with me, and that's why I'm trying to avoid. I'm tired of conflict. I'm tired of trying to argue. I'm tired of all that. I just want to say my piece and like move forward. And so everything that I was saying is stuff that I'm trying to do now. Like I've been thinking, and it's like, all right, I need to operate like this. It's different from how I was operating because it just I build and build and build. Like, all right, bitch, I see you, and all right, bitch, I see you until I actually see you.
And you know what? I was like that about some things and some people, but that's unhealthy to be.
It is. That's why
like
it's
that,
very.
Right?
And you angry all the time.
It's unhealthy for you, and it's unhealthy as far as I guess what I want to say was Shayna held the relationship building skills or something off in that realm and shit. Is how you deal with people. You know what I'm saying? It's,
like interpersonal skills.
Yeah,
problem solving.
Maybe problem solving skills or people person skills. I don't know, but somewhere far from
Yeah.
that. But yeah, it's like you really have to nip shit in the bud. You know what I mean? Before it snowballs into some bigger shit.
But that's
that you
one of
can,
those
that you
things
can't.
that could be uninvited too. Is just like that is a way that you as well as other people have developed to protect yourself.
Yeah.
Right, but it don't work. It's not working. It
don't
ain't
work
working.
at all.
It's
Yeah,
almost self-destructive.
it is.
It's like as nothing
Yeah.
is protected.
Yeah.
It's just like I become angry.
Yeah.
And then it'd be like I lash at the wrong thing. Like, damn, I shouldn't have reacted like that. Or I didn't want to give that energy. Like the emotions and the energy that I'm giving off is uninvited for me because I don't want to feel like that. I didn't want to be in this space, you know.
You were trying to avoid
I
that
was trying
space
to
with
avoid it
by
and end
ignoring.
up,
Yeah.
And you
it
still-
end up,
yeah.
and I'm in
Yeah.
it. And so it's like, all right, I have to face conflict. I don't want to face it. Like I hang up. I don't give a fuck. I had these emotions, push them down.
Yeah.
You know, I wipe my tears and I go about my day. And I'm like, now it's just like I can't do that no more because
Yeah.
I'm hurting myself and I'm
Yeah.
also hurting the ones around me because the ones closer to you be the ones you hurt the most. You know, they don't have anything to do with the energy I'm giving off, but I'm so overwhelmed, you know what I'm saying, that I'm outpouring all of this and I'm affecting people around me because I'm giving off this.
And then how many of those relationships could you have possibly salvaged if it was just a conversation?
If I just had a conversation, if I just was honest about my feelings, if I was just honest, you know what I'm saying, with them, I'm learning it could have been saved. Maybe some of them was supposed to been dead,
Yeah.
but you know,
But you would have got. It would have been a release of it earlier,
Yeah.
sooner.
Yeah,
than
like,
later,
That's the
later,
thing.
yeah.
That's the part about being uninvited that I don't mind because sometimes I had a business being there in the first
You
place.
wasn't
How
supposed to
you
be
was supposed to be
What I
there.
said, you was in there with all them
So-
disability people. I said, we wasn't supposed to be
This is
here.
not where I belong.
I
not
was
where I
crying.
was.
I said, I'm so disappointed in myself.
You just
Yeah.
you just saved me from some bullshit by not
Yeah.
inviting me to whatever.
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, you're not supposed to
So-
be.
That's when it comes into you accepting those feelings. Like
Yeah.
accept, like even when it comes to like everything I'm got going on, people be like, yeah, you know, like you holding it. Oh, you good. And it's like I am good, but I still have to live in this moment.
Yeah.
I can cry, I could do all of that stuff because regardless of how strong I am, I still have to live in it. I still have to face these
You gotta
emotions
process them,
of
yeah.
me just giving my dog away. That was a humongous thing for me. But it's like even in that, I still have to look at the bright side of it.
He
You know
down
what I'm
the street.
saying? He didn't get put down. So with those uninvited feelings and emotions that you really don't want to, you have to sometimes.
Are the
to move forward.
are the feelings uninvited or unwanted, or are the thoughts
Unwanted.
about are the thoughts about it?
All of it.
No, it's all. I feel like it's all
Right,
about it.
because
Because to
it's
think about it,
all.
you have to feel it.
Right. So I think about it in this way. I think that the feelings come up because they're doing their job.
Yeah.
They're doing what they're supposed to do. Their sensors, their alerts. So the feeling is coming up to say, "Hey, girl,
You
look
something-
out! Like
yeah.
something going on. Something going. Like, hey, let's figure this out." I think that what becomes uninvited are some of the thoughts that may be aligned with those feelings. So like feeling anger. Like anger is not
Yeah.
a bad feeling to
Yeah.
have. We're able to
It
be
is if you
angry.
acting on it,
It,
or yeah.
Not even if you act on it, depends on what you do. Because y'all can act on anger and communicate to you, hey, I'm angry right now. I don't want to deal with this right now. I'm going to remove myself right now. And I can still be angry.
But then, like you said,
right?
your
Like,
thoughts,
I can be like,
but
I
beat
can
your
be
ass.
like, yeah,
y'all can be
I'm
dead.
dead.
Right.
Come on.
Right, or the thoughts that connect to, because sometimes I think what's unwanted and uninvited that comes up sometimes is when we work so hard to like repress those feelings. We work so
That's what I
hard
be
to
doing.
not to feel that, and so then these thoughts are like, okay, all it is conflict and anger, and this is bad, and this is bad, and this is bad, and then you have all those unhelpful thoughts. And then you get behaviors that
You
are tied
become
to
unhealthy.
you become
Yeah.
unhealthy,
You
right?
know.
Versus
Yeah.
like that feeling is just trying to tell you something. Like, yeah, you
Yeah.
angry.
Acknowledge it.
Acknowledge it.
yeah.
Acknowledge
And
it.
then
Validate
go through
it.
it.
Validate it. Say, hey, it's okay for me to be angry. These are the
so-
reasons
yeah.
why I'm angry. This is what's going on,
Yeah.
you know, in this space. And then what can I do about that?
You
I
either
can
gotta
communicate.
clip it,
Or
Yeah.
clip, yeah.
You either gotta
Yeah,
clip
clip
it,
it,
or
yeah.
cut it off.
Communicate.
Yeah, or
You know
communicate
what I'm saying?
something.
Clip
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Cut
Most
it off.
definitely.
Or even too, I've been going through this where I don't know how I show up, and if I'm invited, like in like relationships, right? Like, how do you know if you're the uninvited one, or if the feelings or the emotions that you have are uninvited? They're not, what's the word? Being reciprocated, right? How do you know when to let a relationship or a person or you know what I'm saying, a fuck ship, whatever you want to call it. Well, how do you know?
A fuck ship.
Yeah, how do
I mean,
you
I
know
feel
when
like
to let
a
those type things
conversation
come?
is needed regardless. You know, I feel like a conversation is needed in those moments to bring it, bring it to attention, bring it to the front. Like, hey, before I go, let me just tell you how I feel, or this is how it's making. Like, that's what I was meaning when I say even your intentions might not make me, you know what I'm saying, your intentions might be good, but how it made me feel can be the complete opposite.
On me,
Now it's like, this is a moment for us to have this conversation, and you can clear it up and be like, well, no, I mean, no, this is how it's supposed to be, therefore now, okay, now we good. But it's like, other than that, you give people the opportunity.
I think a lot of it is just communication. Like, a lot of it is communication. Because what we do is, like, we all, like, can create narratives.
Yeah.
Like, we create a narrative in our head, and then we operate based off of that. Based off of that narrative that we have, and that narrative may not even. It may not be accurate. It may not be.
Like, when I was in a relationship and then come home, this nigga out fucking. You know what I'm saying? This nigga with them bitches. The nigga car just broke down. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The nigga tire busted. He ain't even no bitches near him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but in my mind,
no bitches near him.
But in my mind, in my head, he's with these bitches.
Yeah.
Right? When he come and see me, my first thought, and I'm angry because you was with them hoes. I don't give a fuck about a tire. They fixed the tire. You know what I'm saying? I'm already running.
The hoes fix the tire.
I'm running with it.
That's the service thing. The hoes come fix your tires.
Ain't no changing it either. Them hoes was there. I don't give a fuck. That bitch.
Hoes
motherfucker have a whole picture.
She called AAA.
Hoes towing. AAA.
Hoes towing.
But it's like,
fuck Amaco. I'm going to Amaho.
so it's like that. Like, the nigga could have really, you know what I'm saying? Car could have really broke down. But in my mind, as the scenario, I didn't seen it. I didn't seen the bitches and
so then that's where I think, right, like, why those feelings that come in uninvited, those ones, because they're aligning with this narrative and not what the reality
of what it is.
So
it's like, that's what I be doing, and so it's like, I'm trying to stop. Like, he was nowhere near no bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did I cause this conflict, right? Like, but in my mind, if I run with it, if I thought about it,
that mean it is,
right? Like, it could be something as simple as somebody sleep. Like, me and Shana was looking for you the other day. And I'm taking
up did.
She texted me like, this not. She said, this is unlike you to communicate.
That's what I said. You saw me put bruh.
And so
the whole day,
I'm just sleeping. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I'm like, shit. Something might have happened. Should we call the hospital? I call.
I was like, no. I was like, no, don't do that. I said, don't you got her location?
I said, I didn't even think. Like, when you in a panic, you don't even think. I just pulled the phone out. I'm like, this bitch home.
No, you said it looked like she home. You couldn't even confirm that. She was like, it looked like she home. No, and I said, yeah, that's
she be around the street.
It do look like she home.
So I'm like, it looks like, you know.
It looked like she home.
That baby texted me and said, this is unlike you to not communicate. I said, damn, I'm at yo.
So I'm like, just something simple like that. But in my head, something wrong. You know what I'm saying? You had just got out the hospital. Something wrong. She ain't communicating. It's not like her. You know what? So my mind always go to the left. And a lot of times for me, it's hard trying to displace those feelings already. Yeah. If I already got them, and sometimes I just gotta walk in it. You know what I'm saying? I already made an ass to myself. I know damn well you wasn't with them hoes, but you was with them hoes, and we gonna argue about it.
So you gonna finish it through because you already there.
That's be my problem too.
I'm okay to stop and pause and rewind and go back and be like, all right, I was wrong. Like, I
don't admit it. You know, and I don't admit when I'm wrong. I play it out. You was still with them hoes. I don't give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
And he wasn't with no hoes.
But here go your food.
Yeah, like, here, eat. I around the house with an attitude like, why are you giving off? Because I already got this.
You already choosing suffering though. That's what my baby be doing. I'm like, you don't have to choose to stay mad the whole time just because you were already mad.
Yeah.
That's he got that bad. Like I'm already crying. I'm gonna feel it through. I'm just gonna see it through.
I see it through. I see everything through. No matter what.
You know, like,
I could have
choose something different.
My mind. Like, I ain't gonna beat this bitch ass. But if I told her I'm gonna beat her ass and I see I get it through. Now you gotta get your ass beat. And I didn't even want to fight you, so I'm trying to stop. Like, it's okay to back up.
It is. It definitely is.
Right?
It's okay to
it's okay to change emotions and feelings.
Can I just say,
you know, like,
can I say this? What happened last night on Mom?
What happened?
Right. Let me tell you. Right, we
I'm
did a donut.
I sure did. I didn't know it was a one way.
On the runway on a donut. Like we was
because I was trying to turn back into because I didn't know where the place was at. I didn't. I exactly did not know where the place was at.
You was in the front seat.
Oh,
she also wait. You was like wait. I'm like okay, just stop. Let's just pause real quick. Because she was like, oh, I could just... You said that the cars was going to move. I said, baby...
I did not say that.
Somebody said the cars was going to move. That's what made me say
I didn't say they was going to move. When y'all told me that it was, I was like, oh, I didn't know that.
No, somebody said the cars was going to move. She said that
afterwards, jokingly, when we pulled up into the place. Like, she said that jokingly,
Just stop.
Yeah.
I was in the backseat. I was dying laughing.
All I said was, like, I wasn't panicking.
We on the
but you guys were, like, in there
you was
panicking.
calm as hell.
Like,
we going I'm like, why these cars blowing at us? Because we facing them.
Nobody blew.
No, it wasn't the people that was flickering their lights.
They was flat. They laughed. We put the hazards on. Yeah.
When I say I was dying, I was laughing the whole time. Because I'm like, wait, you shaded right there. She like, oh, okay. I'm like, no, right there. She like, wait, what? I'm like,
because I didn't exactly see it. Like, I really didn't know. Where was that?
In crazy situations, all I could do is laugh. Okay, I laugh all the time when I'm mad, when I'm sad, when I'm happy. People do not be understanding, but it's a good feeling to laugh, baby. We was gonna go out. I was gonna be laughing.
All right, I got a would you rather.
Ooh, okay.
Girl, don't say that one we just said in the beginning.
Oh my God. Go ahead.
I don't know why you believe this. Oh my God.
Because I'm trying to figure out what
know
she
what I
about to
asked
say.
them, Mark. But this is not it. I said.
Well, obviously they know already.
I'm gonna do a different one though. What I said earlier, I asked to talk about. Would you rather be dead or unalive?
Are you finished or are you done?
Are you finished? Are you done?
All right, nah, for real.
Do you want to be finished or you want to be done?
Would you rather lose a piece? Okay, you got one.
I got one. I guess it's on brand for what we're talking about. Okay. Would you rather have to always say everything that pops into your head, or never be able to say what you feel?
Say it all.
I say it all.
Baby, say it all.
Everything that pops into your head.
Ooh, baby.
Say it all.
But then that mean it's gonna get
like
you'll be walking down the street. You'll be walking down the street looking at somebody like, damn, you ugly. Like,
that's like me anyways. Like,
the oxymoron for that for me is sometimes the first thing to come out of my mouth is what I feel.
Yeah.
But this is like overall, so that means all your thoughts. You can see a girl. Oh,
it say would you rather? It say everything.
You think you just got.
It does. It said would you rather have to always say everything that pops into your head? Always say whatever pops into your head. You always have to say
it. Like a kid.
Yeah, it's like a kid. My kids would be like, damn.
It's a kid.
Cause I'd be like, sit down.
Your breath stank and do a compliment and shit. Like, goddamn.
Oh my gosh. So my daughter said that to one of my sisters-in-law. She was younger and she hugged her. And she was just like, auntie, you stink. You stink. And I was
when
just
I was smoking cigarettes, like right before I quit, the reason I quit, my son said that to me. I was smoking cigarettes. And he's like, Mom, that thing stank, Mom. That thing stank. Your breath stank. Like,
yeah, they honest.
Damn, son. Like, get out my face.
Yeah.
Like,
but I definitely would be open to that, baby, because it is what it is.
So anything and everything that pops, probably.
Hey, we gonna go for
anything that pops. I would say that. I mean, you have to stay in the house for a considerable.
I might have more friends if I did that.
Just be honest.
It might attract more like-minded people.
Me being myself, I attracted real friends.
Yeah.
When I wasn't saying anything, I had all these superficial people attached to me.
That like.
And I'm trying to walk in rooms with all these super people attached to me, all these different energies, wondering why I'm getting pushed out, wondering why it's conflict every time I'm showing up with these freaking people attached to me because we're not evenly yoked. You know what I'm saying? Like, back off me. Yeah. The fuck?
Y'all see that? I don't think I wish me a Sean.
So it wasn't until I realized, like, some people are really not meant. Some people are really not,
and that's okay.
Meant to walk with you in rooms that you walk in. Some people you gotta leave back there. You know what I'm saying? They can't go sit down and eat steak. Them bitches eating hot dogs. Leave them there. That's what they want. Leave them there. You know what I'm saying?
With some mustard.
You know, so you gotta change your environment, and sometimes that come with changing the people around you. That come with cutting dead weight. That come people all that.
That's people. That's thoughts too. too. That's
Yeah.
cutting off that dead weight and that unhelpful thoughts.
People
those
have poor
negative
mentalities.
You know, even for yourself, like
Yeah.
you got to release and get rid of some of those things that were realities of your past that are not your current reality. Because we do a lot of that too, where we bring like a lot of those past hurts and realities and things into like our present, and we are blocking ourselves from
into
like
our friendship,
having connections,
into our relationships, and that's one
so we
thing.
gotta unwrite those things too.
Like I said, I always would be 100 with people when I meet them. When I met y'all, I was 100. You know what I'm saying? Because them the type of people I want to be around. You know what I'm saying? I was.
No, I'm just laughing at you when you made me was like.
What I say? What I say when I met you, Shane?
You single? You got a girlfriend? I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even ask you if you like.
I didn't even ask her. She like, girls. I said, what's up? You got a girlfriend or what? What's up? We going out?
Saying everything that come to mind.
Hey, I was like, wait, do you like girls? Like, do you like girls? Yeah.
Leave in the comment, guys, if y'all want us to do a 2-hour show one day. We are thinking about considering. We are making moves. My Sis podcast. We got some stuff coming up.
Yes.
Stay if you guys are following our page, My Sis podcast. We do have a Facebook page. We're not on Instagram yet, but we're working on it.
Yeah.
Follow our page. See what's coming up. We got some new ideas. We got some things we want to share with y'all.
The flyer.
So we're trying to show more of us outside of Sunday. You see My Sis on Sunday. So just keep checking our red page.
Y'all want to see us after Sunday?
Yeah, you know,
My Sis After Dark.
All that. We got some
I'm
stuff.
glad, Terry. I'm glad that you got something. You say y'all touched on every area I'm currently in right now in my life. Wow. Yeah.
Terry. Listen, that's my baby. Okay, I remember when she was young. That is my baby. Baby.
Terry, we be moving
Shout
in the
out to you,
spirit.
baby.
Yeah.
I love
It's stuff that we needed. Like, we talk about stuff we need to hear ourselves.
Yeah,
right?
most definitely.
Like, so we can't, like, we're not telling or anybody about
not
feelings and
selling
stuff
no
that we
dreams.
haven't experienced.
It's selling
These
no
are
dreams.
emotions.
Yeah, we
and,
not selling no
you know, we
dreams.
growing with y'all.
Yeah.
So,
We all growing together, baby.
See,
We
Shayna
growing
was like,
through
I'm
shit.
talking a good talk because I ain't did the shit yet, but I'm trying, y'all.
Yeah, we trying. So, what's up on the screen right now? Women's Healing Circle. So, for all the women that's in, the comments that follow us, this, I'm hosting a Women's Healing Circle June 22nd. It is from 4 to 6 p.m. We all going through some shit.
Come out, please.
We all
come
going through
out.
some stuff, and so this is just definitely a space, just to commune with one another.
We love you too.
Connect with one another. If people don't know out there, I am a licensed therapist. And so there is a bit of a therapeutic aspect, to it as well. That's why there is, the cost there. I'm gonna have food, for
And
you.
we're
gonna have a good time. We definitely eat good.
So there's the number that's on there. So you can send a text or, you can call to, register for June 22nd, 4 to 6 p.m.
Yes, our ladies.
And you are not alone, Terry.
Come to
We're
my
all
sis.
dealing.
You're definitely not alone. You are definitely
We
not
are
alone.
definitely all dealing.
Love
Please
it,
come
love
June
it.
22nd and get some of this love and get some of this healing. Get some of it. Okay.
Be around other like-minded women who are going through similar
With some wine.
situations.
Because you like to take some wine on with some wine.
With some wine. Like-minded in wine. Come and just be a part and support.
Yes,
Sometimes you need other women around you, to know that it's okay.
It's okay.
Like
Okay.
shit
It's
is
okay
hard.
to go through these emotions.
Yeah, most
And
definitely.
they're yours. They're yours to process. They're yours to digest. They're also yours to control.
They're also like it also affects community too, which is why this having a circle or healing circle, because we live a very much like individualized life, and it's not very natural for us to be individual and everything. It's not very natural for us because we all have this thing. Well, a lot of people have this thing like, I don't want to burden them. I don't want to put too much on them. I don't want to talk about. But no, we community. It's community.
That's
like
what we here for.
without me, there's no community. Without you, there's no community. So we all need each other.
And if I don't be vocal about what's going on, how can y'all help me? How
Most
can y'all
definitely.
push me to get through what I'm going through?
But we definitely love y'all. Thank you for
Thank you.
coming.
Happy Pride.
Also,
Shout out to my Pride people. I love y'all.
Something y'all can call in next as well. We're gonna get some stuff together. Like we stated, continue to follow our page. And this has been My Sis Podcast.
Be kind to
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile.